feminine. What it do, girl? We are here for an audio reading, so don't get to saying, where's blue? Where's blue? I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm here, girl. All right, so let us go ahead and see what the messages are the Spirit has here for you on today. Feminine, somebody is feeling curved, all right? Somebody feels curved by you right now. This person feels this way because they feel like you're not paying them no mind. They could have been trying to get some attention from you, you know, get some TLC from you, all that. You're not giving them nothing, okay? So the person feels a little bit egged, a little bit ignored, a little bit curved. All right, we have this sus card here. Somebody may be listening to, recording your phone calls and your conversations. All right, the walls have ears, honey, so be mindful. People are always listening to you. All right, I'm pretty sure you already know that. Let us see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? We have baddie, okay? Divine feminine, sensual goddess yin. You are that, okay? Divine feminine energy. Let us see. What about her? We have knocked up. Oh, no. Somebody trying to knock you up, child. We have pregnancy, children, unexpected. Uh-oh. Okay, we have EBT. The whole thing is wrong. So, wait, you trying to come over here and you... What? No. Children cost, okay? How you gonna try to impregnate somebody and you got the damn EBT card flipping out? Now, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with taking advantage of certain services if that's what you need to do. Listen to me. You do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. You understand me? That's what Blue believes. I really believe that. Don't you be out here struggling if you ain't got to struggle, okay? Some people just be struggling just to be struggling. No. Okay, there's assistance everywhere, so I'm not talking about that. But what I am talking about is if you're in a position where you already know that you're not financially stable and you're not where you want to be as far as like your livelihood goes, why would you consciously be like, yeah, I'm gonna knock her up? No, you need not. You need to get your money together. You need to get your life together before you go and do that, because it takes planning. You know, believe it or not, some of us do plan our children, okay? We don't just pop them out, okay? So, they don't just happen. Like, I know it's more often times than not where somebody's like, oh, I'm pregnant, I didn't know it, oh my gosh. But a lot of people do plan their pregnancies, plan their children. So, I feel like you're someone who would prefer that. That's why I'm bringing all of this up. Instead of just somebody trying to trap you, because guys do that too. Guys do that shit too now. I keep telling y'all. All right, maybe somebody else on a different channel is going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. Then the underlying energy here is glow up. It says new energy, priorities, and attraction. Let me make something clear. All right, your priorities have shifted. All right, you've had a glow up, and you're going through another glow up perhaps. Okay, you continually grow up. If you're anything like the divine feminines that I work with over here, you continue to grow up, grow up, and glow up. Yes, I said it right. Like, you're constantly maturing, constantly gaining wisdom. You have people that's older than you that maybe are not as wise as you are because, you know, hey, they never grew up. That's the point that I'm making. They could have grown up, but they never grew up. You're doing both. Okay? So, again, I feel like it's very childish. It's very immature and it's extremely inconsiderate to know that you're in a certain position where you're not able to do certain things, but you're planning on knocking somebody up. What are you talking about? Okay? If we're just talking about like the basic needs of what a child, you know, is gonna, how about this? The basic needs that are expected to be provided by the parent or the guardian, it's well over 6 figures just in that child's, you know, 1 through 18 years of living, not even talking about beyond that, or if they go to college or anything like that. So it's like, come on, if you're not planning it, what are you doing? Really? All right. So granted, some things happen, but once you know better, you do what? Better. Okay. So we have in sync. It says angel numbers, synchronicities, and nature signs. All right. So person is feeling like they're getting signs everywhere that the two of you are for each other. But again, underlying energy is curved. They really do feel like you're curving them right now. I don't see it as that. I feel like you're just focused on other things. You know, like, again, glow up. Your priorities have shifted. If somebody's not investing into you, you're not investing nothing into them. What did I miss? Okay. We have it's lit. All right, so yeah, you're in the moment right now. Good vibes only, okay? Straight up and down. Somebody bring the negative vibes to you, like, and I return all that energy to sender, your loved ones, all your animals, everybody that's connected to you. I really don't care. You get what I'm saying? Not only that, it's going to transmute into money and opportunities for me. So you go ahead and you keep being hateful, and let's see how that works out. You get what I'm saying? Let's see how that works out. People like, no, we don't return the energy, because if we return the energy, then that must mean, you know, now granted, if somebody is hating or somebody sending you malicious energy or anything like that, clearly that person is hurting or they got something going on, but you're not their savior. You're not here to save them. You understand what I'm saying to you? And Blue really believes that. I feel like a lot of the time you can try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but when you do that, how does that work out? So no, you don't have to send the energy back. You know, that's like, you don't have to send any negative energy back. But if they don't send the energy to you, then would it be any negative energy to return? Okay, so it's about principle over here with me. Wherever I'm at, it's about principle. All right, and the principle is, if you don't want the negative energy, if you don't want the smoke, okay, then what are we talking about? You shouldn't be sending, okay? You shouldn't be sending nothing. So I'm big on protecting yourselves, guys, all right? So that, and then the underlying energy, exactly. Oh my gosh, what a time to be on audio and not video, all right? Then we have the underlying energy of salty. Are you kidding me? Really, Sway? Really? Like, yes, we do. Why? Because that's how people be. Salty be. All day. Spiteful, dramatic, because they're jealous. All right? All right, we have triggered and we have the T. So yeah, your twin is triggered here, being called to go within and do some healing. They've been staying to themselves, solitude. This could be because you've been giving them that tough love. Tough love as in, I love you for real, but I'm not about to play with you for real. All right. I'm not doing that. We have your underlying energy, bye Felicia. See? We'll be knowing. And then right underneath the bye Felicia is the third wheel. Duh. Who's doing? We still have to tell these masculines that nobody's being the cold mashed potatoes. Period. It's too many of us out here in this world. If you're not into me for real, please move around, because somebody out there is going to do the things that you're not doing. All right. And not all of us need or want the same kinds of things. So the same thing that you would have done on old girl down the street may not work on her over here. You know what I mean? So you need to be mindful of that. All right. But yeah, it says other people, affair, karmic cycle, social media, stalking pictures, watching a far child yet. And why are they watching you? Because ghosting. You cut them off without warning. Okay. Now, I'm not a fan of ghosting, but I do understand why people do it sometimes, because here's the thing, right? Like, let's say, and I think it's a case-by-case situation, right? So let me correct myself. Let me slow it down before I get a ticket. I'm not a fan of ghosting. I don't like that. I think it's very immature, very inconsiderate to just kind of cut someone off without saying anything, you know, just straight up dip. Like, I think that's like very distasteful. Okay. However, I am big on dipping after you already said something several times and nothing has changed. I'm huge on that. I'm really big on that. Okay, now if you see changes, even if they're small changes, y'all, like, you have to at least give credit where it's due. A person that's trying, you know, a woman that's trying, a man that's trying, you give them credit. You know what I mean? They're doing something with themselves. They're not just being a slouch and doing absolutely nothing in your life at all. But somebody who, like, really is not, like, none of the things, you know, not some of the things, because I was watching this comedy special by Mike Epps the other day, right? And he was talking about men and how all men are a little, okay, and you got to pick which, okay, you want, you know, they're a little, you know, and you got to pick which one you want, okay? Ladies, you just have to. They all a little got something going on with all of them. So you have to pick which one you want, which you know, which situation, which issue, which problem you want to deal with. Because they come with them all, but it's like, what do you want to deal with? Because ain't none of them, you know, 100% all the way perfect. You get what I'm saying? No man, none of them, you know. So you have to pick your poison, basically. Like, what you into, you know, because ain't nobody perfect, for real. So if you see a man is trying and is doing the things that you need done and things like that, as far as taking care of your spirit and your heart, yes, go to freak head, do that. But if somebody is doing none of the things that you asked them or none of the things that you discuss, and they're not taking care of your heart, they don't tend to you, cater to you, do nothing for you. No, absolutely not. We're not doing that. That definitely is a bye Felicia moment. All right. So maybe they feeling like, oh, you know, you ghosted me, but did you really ghost him? I already told you several times how I felt. Nothing changed. So in the event that I stopped talking to you, it's because I took it as you're not into me. I told you what I want. You ain't give it, so you ain't into it. What did I miss? What did I miss? All right. So let's see here. Twin flame. Oh, that's what you missed. You missed the fact that this is twin and twin twin. Mask fish, and they wearing a mask. They don't want you to know how they feel, or they don't want you to know what they're going through. Zaddy as the underlying energy. It's definitely him. Excuse me, him, them, or she. All right, we're not going to make it seem like it's only hims. Person wants to show you appreciation, give you lots of attention, put the spotlight on you. Vacay. So this person, yeah, it's like they feel like they want to do whatever it takes to come towards you, because I see obsessive as the underlying energy. Vacay, but it's right underneath EBT. Now, mind you, I take this as, even if a person doesn't have it, they'll find a way. That's why blue sound intrigued. Like, because to me, that's good. You get what I'm saying? Even if you're in a position where you're like, oh, I don't really got it like that. You know, I'm going through something right now. Okay. Everybody can go through something. You get what I'm saying? To me, I respect a man's honesty, for real. When he can tell you what his situation is, that is like, oh my God. I'm not saying you have to let somebody totally into your pockets and let them all deep in there. But if you can be real and raw about the things you're going through, you know, that says a lot about where you're at. Because people will try to manipulate others and take advantage of them and things like that. So if you're coming into a situation and being honest about where you are and saying, you know, but I'm working on me, that is attractive. You get what I'm saying? That's something that you can be like, yeah, I could work with that. You know, as opposed to somebody coming in making it seem like they got it and they don't. That is like such a turn off. You know, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to take you here, I'm going to buy that, blah, blah. Child, please. Nobody even asked you to be out here tricking, and you just trying to be tricking with no funds to trick. You get what I'm saying? That kind of thing. That to me is very unattractive. But if a person tells you the situation that they're in, you're well aware of it. You make that conscious decision as to if you want to or don't want to be a part of their life while they get their stuff together. They're not asking you for nothing. They ain't got their hand out. I don't see a problem with that. And a lot of the time, a person will be there for someone like that. You get what I'm saying? Because you know they're not asking you to be. You know, this is a man that's not asking you to be there for him in the ways that, you know, if he has something he needs to handle, he's handling it. He's going to find a way to make it happen. He's not about to sit here and come to you and ask you to do it. Like, that's what I mean. So that to me is totally different than somebody just going through something. So again, it's a case by case type situation. You have to look at it like that. Now, you know, because a bum is somebody that's going through something, and they always going through something. They never getting out of the something that they're going through because they don't want to. That's the situation that they're in. They've been in that situation. It's never going to change because they don't have no ambition, no drive, no follow through. You know, you as a woman will run circles around them. Your hustle would out hustle them any day. On your worst day, you do better than them on their best day. That's not the type of man that you want at all. You get what I'm saying? And I don't mean better financially. I mean, like, you running circles around them as far as your productivity. That's not the type of man that you want. But a man that can keep up with you in regards to your schedule and and whatever you have going on and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that? So there's a lot of tension between you and this person right now. A lot of tension. Okay, sexual tension comes up. You got spark. Person is saying it's an undeniable spark between the two of you. It's a perfect match is what they feel like. Gut feeling, soul connection. They know it in their guts. And they feel like they may have messed it up. Because the underlying energy here is beefing. Keep in mind, we did see that third wheel energy. So if they had a third wheel somewhere, that's how they feel like they messed it up. Please excuse the drinking. Because I'm pretty sure it sounds worse. Because, you know, you don't see anything right now. I'm going to put a picture up so it won't sound as bad. But you know how when one of your senses is going, the other senses heighten. So when you can't see, it's like your hearing is going to heighten. Like, Blue, why all those sounds? Why people doing that? Girl, I can't control what's going on with people. All right. We have jaded, lacking motivation, stagnant excuses. All right. Yeah, maybe this is what it is. You feel like this person was just making excuses, but they were never making excuses, okay? They were only going off of what was happening in their life, but just not telling you. I guess, yeah, they was wearing a mask. They weren't telling you what was going on. Okay? Judge. I feel like maybe they didn't want you to judge them. But they could have also had a lot of legal fees and court fees and things like that that they had to pay. So that could have hit their wallet pretty hard. Okay. Let's see. Yep. All right. But I feel like, yeah, they thought they're used to dealing with very petty, immature people that if they find out their money is a little funny, like, oh, pew, child. Pew. Oh, your money funny? Pew. Child, money is printed every day. You can always find ways to make it. There are so many hustles. There's over 100,000 different hustles that you can come up with. It's zero reason as to why. You get what I'm saying? Somebody should be like, pew, on somebody. I mean, unless, again, they just don't have no follow through, no drive, no ambition, because it's not a project. It's not here for you to, you're not like building a man or nothing like that. So, if that's what they thought it was going to be or what have you, that it is not. It's not build a man or what have you going on around here. And so maybe that's why I'm giggling too. I'm giggling for so many reasons. I'll share this with you guys another time. It's just not for right now. People, I'm sorry. All right, we'll talk about that stuff another time, y'all. This is hilarious. Oh Lord. Child, people are exposing their hate and their envy left and right. It's so funny to me. It's hilarious. They're exposing their envy. All right. Give flowers. Appreciation. Spotlight. Special moment. Yeah, that's what they want. I want more on this petty right quick. Because your person, it says immature, closed-minded, reckless. They're used to dealing with little girls. Because there's a bunch of dolls on here. Little girls, little boys, little days. All right. Take it as it applies. They're used to dealing with people that are very immature. You know the ones. Take me out to eat. Let's go out to eat. Look, there's nothing wrong with going out to eat. What I'm saying is that, if that's the, it's like they don't care that they money is funny. They don't care. They want to go out. And when you don't have the money, all right, pew, I'm out here. That kind of thing. It's so much to unpack that goes into it. But anyways, oh, excuse me. I'm so ladylike, right? I know. We have Netflix and chill, intimacy, quality time, cuddling. Under that is viral, famous, everybody knows, attention. But see, entanglement came out over petty, right? Like they want to reveal and confess their true feelings to you, which is, that they love you, okay? They love you. This person may not hear from you as often, like I said, because you distance yourself. But for the viral card to come out, it's like they still see you. So you're somewhere, you're online, somewhere, and they still see you. So even if you don't talk to them, guess what? They still going to see you again. At some point in their life, they're going to see you. So, you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, this is a really far-fetched example. But it's just like, anybody that gets on as a celebrity, any of their exes, that's their ex. Those are their exes. But like now they get to see them. They have to see them all the time because they're everywhere. You know what I mean? They're everywhere. Everybody knows them. I hear their songs on the radio. I do this, I do that. So it's something that the person has to make peace with. Or I'm always seeing their movies. If they're actors and actresses, I'm always reading their books, whatever it is. Like, your person is everywhere. You and your person may both be everywhere. So trying to escape one another may not be realistic. All right. All right, let's see. Let's see, y'all. I'm like, what in the world, Blue? What in the world? Oh, shoot. And the hate don't work. They start telling lies. People just be making stuff up And it's even worse. Don't let somebody, this is no good, okay? And I know I have older people and elders that watch me, but you guys can agree with me that not every older person is an elder. Just because they're older doesn't mean they're wiser. Wisdom is what makes you an elder, all right? You can be old enough to be my parent, but if you're not wiser than me, you're not my elder. I don't consider you to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're out here and you just being ignorant and belligerent and you just think that's okay, you can't be civil and all that stuff, I don't consider you to be an elder. Not at all. All right? Not in no way, shape, form, or fashion do I consider that to be an elder. Now, somebody that you can come to and get advice from, somebody whose life you can look at and be like, yeah, I wouldn't mind my life looking like their life. Yeah, you'll take advice from that person. But somebody just talking? No. Absolutely not. So I feel like that's coming up for a reason. Be mindful of who you're talking to, who you're getting advice from, or whose words you let affect you. Because some people don't have nothing going on and have a lot to say, but that's why. They don't have nothing going on. All right. So let's see. Thank you, Spirit. You gotta be mindful. Look at where the information is coming from. Who's saying it? What they got going on. Oh, okay. Nothing? That makes sense then. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? Oh, we got single. So somebody's coming to you available, ready. All right. Divine Masculine jumped. Divine Masculine's coming towards you single and ready. I like that. Do it again. I like that. Today, in this present moment, they want to come towards you single, available, ready for you, boo. All right. They are ready for love. We got retaliation, punish, payback, revenge. Oh no. All right. And then we have pressure cooker raid. Okay. So here's the thing, right? If this person had child or children with someone, like let's say they had child or children with Karmic, and maybe that's why they were trying to stay with the person or whatever. Child. I just don't know if that's going to work too long for them. You know, again, nobody's going to stay where they're not happy at for too long, or they be done died there, you know, because you're not happy. Yes, we got legal, exactly. And now for us to have legal stuff here twice, y'all, first we had judge, remember? It says legal matters, court hearing, final decision. Now in this deck, we have legal, court paperwork filed. All right, so yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, we have roller coaster here, happiness, unconditional. Okay, yeah, so even though it's been a roller coaster, the two of you make each other happy, and it is unconditional love. It's like you don't care that you've been on this roller coaster up and down, roundy round, loop-de-loop, loop-de-loop. You don't care. Excuse me. It's like you still love them. Obviously, you're not on there right now with them. You know what I mean? Because you're like, well, maybe you are. You still on a ride. You still riding with them. They might not see you though. So like, you know, the roller coaster carts, they might be in one in the front, you in one in the back. You back there, okay? Because you know you're like, nah, they ain't gonna know I'm even here, okay? They ain't gonna know I'm even here. I'm watching. I'm observing. I want to see what they're doing, how they're moving, okay? Yeah, underlying energy is threatened. Embarrassed appearances. They could be embarrassed by how they look to you. Maybe they're embarrassed because they realized they had someone that was down for the ride. Yep. You know what I'm saying? When someone realizes they have a ride and not somebody that's going to leave them as soon as something switch up. Because think about it. Anything can happen at any moment, anything can happen at any moment, what? Anything can happen at any moment, y'all. And, you know, in the event, like let's say, for example, a person is up. The next day, they down. Then what? People gonna leave them? You know, like things can happen. You know, that's why it says for better or for worse, in richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. Not so as long as your money is not funny. Not so as long as you keep 100% A1 health. You know? Child. Not until you over me and don't want me no more. But period. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's only certain things that really justify a divorce or a separation. You get what I'm saying? It's only certain things that justify a divorce or a separation, because once you get married and you take those vows, they're sacred. It's a sacred oath it's a covenant between you, God, and your husband. Okay, or you, God, or God, you, and your spouse. All right, it doesn't have to be wife, husband, whatever. Be wife and wife, husband and husband. You know what I mean? Do your thing. All right. But it's a covenant, okay? And if we're going to speak in regards of God and the covenant, it should be man and woman. But hey, that ain't my business. I'm not here to talk about that right now. My love is love. I'm open to it. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all thing how y'all do y'all thing. I'm not against it. But I'm just speaking in terms of what the original covenant consisted of, okay? So, yes, and then look at this, the underlying energy. Well, I say look at this. Y'all not even looking. But I feel like y'all trust me so much at this point that y'all know it's there. Anyway, it's commitment, long-term relationship. And what's underneath that? Karmic. Boo. So that, you see what I'm saying? I feel like they know that they had a rider, And when you have somebody that's ride, that's not leaving, it's hard to replace. It's hard to replace, okay? They don't come, all the time. Everybody ain't riding. Some people just want to ride with you as long as you got something to ride in. What happens when you don't have the car no more? They still riding? What happens when you don't have the money no more? They still riding? What happens when you don't have a house no more? Are they still riding? You get what I'm saying? When you don't have that 6-figure job anymore, are they still riding? Okay. When you can't reach certain things anymore because you done thrown your back out, are they still riding? You get what I'm saying? When you injure yourself at work, that's where maybe you can't work. Now you lose everything. Are they still riding? Like these are the things, these are just random things that are just popping up now. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it's like, let's say you get into an unfortunate circumstance and your limbs don't work the same. Are they still riding? You get what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's like, you got to be mindful of what type of partner you pick, for real. Okay? Don't just pick a partner. It's not how that works. All right? For our feminines, we have nightlife. Yeah, see, now for this to say it's lit in the nightlife, some of y'all definitely are about to be out here enjoying yourselves. Or you're out here right now enjoying yourselves. Some of you making plans, or you're out here doing it right now. I condone it. I support it. We all need a break. Especially us divine feminines that all we do is word. Please give me a break. You get what I'm saying? Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar out this mug, for sure. All right, access granted, social media, fake profile hiding. Somebody is definitely watching you. They've been watching you. I thought you got secret admirers too. You know that though. All right, we have racing and we have family. All right, just like you feel animosity, you feel admiration. You feel it all. You don't just focus on the negative emotions and things coming from people. You know the positive things coming from people as well. All right. So today, here in this present moment right now, this person wants to make an offer to you. They want to propose. This person wants commitment. They want family. I feel like they may feel like you're running from them and that's triggering them. But they have been put into a situation where they were made to feel like they did something wrong for wanting to be happy. And they didn't. Maybe they're starting to understand that now. Like, it's nothing wrong with me wanting to be happy. I deserve to be happy. Okay. Yep, we got to come together. They want to come together with their twin. They want to come together with their boo. All right, their boo bow. Let us see. Uh-oh, did something flip over? It didn't. It didn't flip over. Uh-oh. Okay, I hear my neighbors upset. We have crushed and obsession. Aww. That's fine. Again, guys, if you hear noises around me, y'all know I got neighbors and stuff like that. It's all good in the hood, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. So we have crush, sad, broken, feeling alone, obsession, must have indulgence, okay? So listen, you and your twin feel like this because this came out over the twin flame card, okay? So both of you feel like you're not okay without each other. Neither one of you are okay without each other. Both of you feel like you gotta have it. So what are we even talking about right now? You know, because for the twin flame, it says mirror emotions, you know, shared emotions. So if the two of you are mirroring, we can't say, oh, this is just masculine. Masculine feel like they miss you. They so sad, this and third. Yes, they're sad. I feel like you're sad too. But you just, you know, you focus on other things. You're not focusing on the fact that you're sad because you didn't cause this separation. So it's not like you can sit around and think about it too much. You can't dwell on it. You know what I mean? You can think about, oh, I miss masculine. I wish this would have went this way. And it would have been nice if we could have done this together and worked through that together. And woo, 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 right? But you cannot like do anything else because you didn't get y'all to this place. So I feel like it's them feeling like they have to do something. We got single, divine masculine, crushed, obsession. Yeah, they're going to make themselves available. Okay. You got two things falling out here. It is threatened, embarrassed, okay, and we have karmic. Yeah, so they're I feel like because whatever didn't work out with this person, with this karmic, maybe that's why they're embarrassed, you know, because they feel like everything that they're hoping for, praying for, yearning for with this wish card exists inside of their feminine. Meanwhile, they put something else above their soulmate energy. Yeah, and then you continue to level up on your spiritual path. And kind of, like I said, you shifted your priorities and put this connection on the back burner. All right, so with interlude, pause, timing factor, in lockbox, person is like, I miss you. You know, I know it's been a lot. I know it's been a roller coaster, but we make each other happy. You know, and then the twin flame card flipped out over here too. So you have twin flame emphasized twice. You have divine masculine card on the board twice. You have divine feminine card on the board twice. So do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like, what a time to not have the darn camera on. What a time. What a time to not have the camera on. Excuse me. All right. Projected. What's to come? What's to come is person wanting to meet and talk. Okay, bring some things to your awareness. That's what's projected. That's what's to come in the next few days, weeks. I wouldn't really say months, but we could say months. It's about divine timing. So within the next few days, weeks, or months, shoot. A couple months just went by already. I don't feel like a couple months went by, but it did. It surely did. It's February, y'all. All right, we got settlement and tragedy. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person has some stuff going on over there with them. And while they were dealing with that, you was like, oh, this is forbidden. It's forbidden love. Okay, trash. You didn't discard it, but you didn't indulge either. Yeah, you want the receipts. You just want the receipts. You're quiet until or unless this person gives you receipts. That's it. Okay. Oh, wow. We got escapade and journal. So again, that's twice now that we see vacate. Person wants to come towards you. If they were living with karmic, they could have recently sold that house or sold a home. They are separating or divorced. One of the two. All right. And that's not for everybody, but that's definitely for someone. All right. Because we keep getting all the legalities. All right. We're getting the legal card. Then we had the judgment card. Then or judge card. Then we had the financial. What is it called? I can't think of it. Let me see. Let me see, because I just saw it and then I just kept on shuffling. I think it was something like, let me just see. I don't want to misspeak. Yeah, financial support. There you go. All right. Which, if there were child or children involved, that makes sense. If they were married, that makes sense, because you have alimony, you have child support. So maybe that's what they're embarrassed about. Like, these are the things that I went through, and because this is what I went through, you know, whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. I'm embarrassed. I may not be able to have what I would like to in order to invest into our relationship. So they will if they sell something. Maybe they haven't sold the house. Maybe they're thinking of it. Focus. Plus, I don't think you would move into nobody else's house anyway. Like, let's say they had a house with this lady or this woman or what have you, this man, whatever they are, child. And then they get divorced and they're like, yeah, you can come stay with me. You wouldn't be moving up in there. You get what I'm saying? I don't think you would want to do that. I think you would want somewhere that's y'all's, somewhere that's yours. You get what I'm saying? You wouldn't be going there with where they were at, okay, or something like that. Yeah, but they're focused on you and their child or children if they have them. That's what they're focused on. So that goes to show me that their child or children have their heart, obviously, but so do you. All right, because those are the two things they're focused on. 2 or 3, however many kids they got, but those are the things they're focused on. All right, it says eyes for you, fascinated and watching, and then underneath that is children. All right, and then grip. So what has a hold on them? You, because they only have eyes for you, no matter who they're with, no matter who's around them, and their child or children. Okay, what's this in the back? Love affair. Yeah, you was not doing that. You was so serious. I'm so proud of you. Let's get more here on this karmic. I'm gonna say why blue, because it's right here, and I want to know why they right here. Oh, you guys would have loved to see this fall out. Oh, you would have loved this. All right, so we got pretending and soulmate. Wow. So remember, we had retaliation, pressure cooker, legal, threatened, karmic. Now we have pretending and soulmate. All right, and so this is what masculine is embarrassed about. They're embarrassed because this person was really able to pretend that they were their soulmate. They were pretending the whole time. They really made masculine believe that they were in love with them and really wanted them. And now masculine feel like that was baloney. That was bull crap. All you wanted was me and my money. And now that the money is funny, or now that this is happening or that is happening, you don't want me no more. Or something like that. Now you acting funny or something like that. All right, let's see. Let's get into this tarot. Child. Let's see. They're trying to manifest you back. They want to pull you back in. They want to pull you back in. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just taking a picture to put it up here for you guys. All right. Like, don't mind, blue. Where I put the cards at? Oh, okay. I reloaded. Okay, let's see. Ten of Swords. Yeah. It's abrupt ending. Ooh. Three of Swords. So this person felt like they emotionally betrayed you for sure. All right. Ten of Cups. What could have been a Ten of Cups for them. They are so sad about it. But they are prayerful, you know, that the two of you can come back together. The moon is the underlining. They're praying that it's really not what it looks like. You know, that it's really not over. Okay. The Magician. Yeah, they want to pull you back in immediately. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Bringing something into the physical. All right. Have you guys ever experienced, this is something, sidebar, it's in my crown, like it's being downloaded right now. I'm receiving it right now. So somebody needs to hear this. Have you guys recently had someone try to emulate you or steal something of yours or copy something of yours creatively because they feel like you're doing something and I don't know, it's something about it very specific here where somebody is trying to mimic you or somebody is trying to do something because they feel like it works well for you. It's very specific though. I don't know who this message is for because we had something like that before. I've talked about things like this and it doesn't have nothing to do with this right now, but it's coming up. So someone needs to hear this. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, you're being watched. Okay, well, duh. We did have the viral card. I don't know. People can get it how they live. Do what you do, boo. We supposed to inspire and motivate each other, but it's something different about it. It's not inspiring somebody and motivating them to do their thing and make their business better. It's somebody trying to do what they see you doing because they're trying to block you. This could also be something for masculine to hear. Masculine's in the back of the back because just now when I was shuffling, I saw the Five of Wands and the Emperor. So there could be an Emperor, like a masculine energy that's competing with a female, which is like disgusting. Or this could be a message for masculine. But keep in mind that a lot of men do that. Especially if you're an extremely productive woman. We were just talking about that. If you run circles around a lot of these men and they're just like lazy around you and stuff like that, you may have men who are envious of you. You may have men who are competing with you and different things like that. So just be mindful, okay? Certain energies. For some of you, it could be a boss. For some of you, this could be what one of your masculines is going through at work. One of their bosses or something like that. Maybe is jealous of them. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is heart's desires and wish fulfillment. So you are this person's heart's desires and wish fulfillment. This is why they're aiming to manifest this and pull this in. Okay, again, like I said earlier, everything that they were wishing for, hoping for, etc. in a person, they feel like you're that. So again, with this karmic having pretended to be something that they're not. Okay, the Fool card is detachment, but it's also taking a leap of faith and pursuing what it is that we want to pursue. The Eight of Pentacles as the underlining is like working on something, building something up. All right, so let us see here. It's like working on yourself, you know, working out, building your business, whatever it is, okay? If you just bought a home, decorating your home, okay? Because some of you just bought a house, congratulations, all right? That was the final card. So either, like I said, they're selling something, and some of you are purchasing something. Some of you have purchased something. Congratulations, you already did. Like, I see you already moving in the boxes. It's not like, oh, this is what's coming. No, we don't do that around here. We don't tell people what we got going on because people are always hating. I'm talking about somebody who's already, you know, started moving their stuff into the home, already signed their, you know, documents, everything like that. Like, you about to spend a night in there. You already spent a week in there. Like, congratulations, you know, that kind of thing. Congrats, boo. All right. Let's see. Messages. Oop. All right, we got 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person just wants to hold on to you like ain't nobody's business. They're not letting go. They're not letting go at all. Okay, 4 of Wands. It's home. This is home for them. You're home. Okay, the Knight of Wands. Okay, Knight of Wands is somebody that takes action. All right, somebody that takes action, get things done. Very ambitious, very determined. You know what they're driven to do? What they're ambitious about? Healing your heart. How sweet is that? All right, this person is determined to heal your heart here. We have the 6 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, they feel like the reason you're in this Queen of Swords energy is because you feel like this person played mind games with you. Okay? You feel like this person played mind games with you. Yeah, King of Swords. They may have, because they're they may have played some games, unfortunately. Because this person is a very mental, logical person. All right, so the conversations between you two are awesome, I bet. The King and Queen of Swords, oh man, they can pick each other's brains for days. All right, let's see. Ooh. You have the 4 of Cups, all right, and the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like this person is pretty much blocking out anything that is not you, 5 of Pentacles, as the underlining, because they don't want it. They want to stay to themselves with this Hermit. You know, triggered. They've been triggered to go with it. Remember that, what is it? Let me see that card. Where is it? Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Yes, triggered. They've been triggered to go within and do the healing work. Okay. So, and then the underlying energy right now would be Lovers. You triggered that within them. All that being around people, having people in their face, in their space, all that. Maybe they know that people are competing with them secretively with the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords and stuff like that. Maybe that's something they know. And they're like, I'm just going to stay away from these people. But they are coming in to apologize to you and bring something to your awareness with this Page of Cups and 6 of Wands. Yeah, the Queen of Wands is the underlining. Now, I just want to see a couple of things right quick, then we will move on. You have the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. Let me see something. The 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, Spirit. The 3 of Pentacles there with the 10 of Swords. Okay. Ace of Pentacles is my engagement ring. 3 of Pentacles is commitment. And 3 of Swords. So yeah, again, they're praying that they get to heal the situation with you, that you heal your heart. That they can help heal your heart. This 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups, that's what they want. What's the Moon? What's the Moon? I feel like the Moon and the Mask are connected. It's everything they're not telling you because it's embarrassing. They view it as embarrassing. All right, what's the Moon? Well, whatever it is, you're going to find out very soon, because the 6 of Swords is sideways and the 3 of Wands is here. So they're not going to be able to move on unless or until they tell you whatever this is. I mean, maybe it's just the apology that they want to, the proper apology. With the Page of Cups and the 6 of Wands here. 7 of Wands is like standing up and fighting for something. So perhaps that's just where they're coming from. They want to fight for this, period. What's the underline of the situations again? Synchronicities. I forgot to tell you. Signs, 1111, 222, 333. Wish. So you're their wish. They're hoping and praying that the two of you get to come back together. That's what they're hoping and praying for. Okay. They're hoping and praying for that. All right, let me see something. All right. Hoping and praying that, you know, the situation works itself out. I feel like it will. For those of you who are meant to be together, you will be together. There's nothing going to stop you from being with your person when you're meant to be with them. Okay? All right. Ooh. We got twin flames. See, that's twin flames 3 times. You got spring. All right, your love is blooming. So the love between you and your twin only ever grows. That's it. You know, they're afraid. You're afraid. Somebody's fearful with fear as the underlining. But there's no reason to be afraid of this love. We have material world. That's why they're afraid. I'm telling you, it's something about their money that they haven't talked to you about, or that they feel like their money is a little funny now because of whatever happened with third party or what have you. All right, we got stuck. That they've been feeling stuck. Like it's things they want to do, but again, they feel like they have not been able to, so they hesitated. You know, they hesitated. They didn't want to talk to you about these things, and maybe they didn't know how, but they learned their lesson. That's for sure. We got the lessons card. They learned their lesson, and they got big goals. They don't want to let themselves, you know, get down and out and not focus on those goals. Like they know that they can do the things they desire. They know that. Okay, we got family settling. They didn't want to settle. They may have started a family with somebody, but they did not want to settle. A house is not a home. Is the energy that comes to mind. Okay, we have settling, family, balance, and summer. Yeah, so it's time to see the sunny side of the situation. Yin and yang, darkness and light. Stay centered in your higher self. Resolve family stress. Get support. Maybe that's the reason why they stayed somewhere longer than they were wanting to. They didn't know if their family would support their decisions, and they didn't want to lose their family. They don't want to lose their family. Their family should support their decisions and understand that, hey, I'm going through it over here. And it's not about me tapping out because I can't do it. It's about somebody should love me enough to not want to put me through the things they put me through. All right. So let's see. Vibration. Okay. So yeah, it's like this person constantly feels like two of you are on the same vibe, the same frequency, same wavelength. And they, you know, it's like they're yearning for that. They don't have nobody around them right now that they feel they resonate with. So they feel alone. They feel very alone. Okay. It could be 20 people in a room with them. They feel alone. We have deception here and transformation. Yeah, so perhaps they're ready to take this mask off. Mask, illusion, duplicity. Look beyond the superficial. Breakthrough, reinvention. You're ready for the next level. Underlying energy here, unawakened. That's what it was. They were unawakened. And then you were too mysterious. And so what they did was they tried to control the situation by controlling their feelings. But their feelings only ever grew for you. So really, they weren't in control of anything this entire time. This is what they're realizing was an illusion all along. Okay. Let's see. Settling. Pause. Divine timing. See? So if you feel like right now, they still settling. Pause. Divine timing. They won't be settling forever. Surrender. Yeah. Shit. There you go. It's a matter of someone knowing their worth. What do they really deserve? Yep. Men too. It's about them knowing their worth too. Yep. It's about a man knowing his worth too. What type of woman do you deserve? First of all, because a lot of these men be complaining about the women they have, but it's like that's the woman you chose. That's the type of people you be going after. You want somebody that's going to break you down. You want somebody that's going to kick you down. That's what you want, right? Because that's what you keep going after. And then they're like, no, men love when you be a bitch. Men love when you be a bitch. It's a certain way to do things. You understand what I'm saying? You could talk to them a certain type of way, be spicy, feisty, pop your shit, talk your shit, all that, and still not kick them down. You know what I mean? So what did I miss? But yeah, I feel like too many people are toxic and comfortable with being toxic. So they think it's okay. It's not. It's not. All right, we have community. Yeah, that's the thing. Like they didn't know, you know, and we have offer. If people would support. Okay? But I feel like this person wants the support of your family, and they want the support of maybe people who are around you, so that they can feel like, you know, even if people around them right now or at, you know, at present are disappointed in them and stop talking to them, which obviously they wouldn't want, then they wouldn't be alone, because community is important to this person. We have masculine as underlying. Exactly. Community is important, period. But community is important to this person. So they're like, you know, family, community, things like that, togetherness, closeness, that's important to me. So, you know, I need to know that we're going to have that wherever we are, or something like that. Alright. Oh, yeah, we got masculine. We put him in here, he jumped right back out. Masculine initially ran because of money things, okay? But now they're coming back. They learned their lesson. They're like, you running from me now. You know, that's the energy that they have. Like, you're the one running now. You have blessings. They see this as a blessing, and they want to show you that. They want to protect this. It says protection, attention, love. Your guides are always with you. Outcome, results, conclusion, ending. You will get a resolution. You're going to get the resolution that you want. We had the twin flame energy come out. How many times, y'all? Like, in every deck that we used so far, the twin flame card came out. Okay, we have beliefs, all right? So, yeah, this person hesitated because of beliefs, and they regret it. You know, they thought that maybe the two of you didn't believe the same or something like that, but they're going through an awakening, and they're ready to receive. Okay, again, it was something about their perception and their own false beliefs, again. So, it says, remorse, life regrets, loss, start making empowered choices. Realization, progress. Your twin is awakening to your connection. Open-minded, abundant, ready. It's your time to receive. Red flags, delusion, perspective. See through your own false beliefs, you see? So this person was trying to figure out why you ran from them. But then when they look through your lens, they look through your point of view, you know, from through your eyes, put themselves in your shoes. They was like, oh, yeah, I done ran from you too. You know, something like that. I done ran from you too, honey. All right, shoot. Over here treating you like that, making you feel like that. Denial, yeah. Denying and repressing my emotions. Okay, and also let's talk about this real quick while I have you right here in this moment before I forget. I am not talking about somebody who has not acknowledged the fact that the two of you are twins or that they know you or anything. I'm not talking about that, y'all. You have to use your discernment. If somebody has told you that they're not into you like that and that, you know, this is not that or whatever the case may be, child, then this is not that. Do not try to force nothing down nobody's throat. Don't do it. That is not what I condone here. That is not what I advise here. I never tell you guys to do that. You know, now, if you and your person are on one accord, y'all are well aware of the fact that y'all are twins, that's something else. If you and somebody have had a conversation, but maybe have never put that label on it, again, something else. But somebody telling you that, no, this is not that at all. I don't feel anything for you at all. In no way, shape, form, or fashion. That's not something that I would advise you to keep indulging in. I would not. Okay? Not at all. So yeah, we have runner and forgive. So that you see, they want your forgiveness for having ran. Tranquility, peaceful mind and heart, freedom from the past. All right? That's why I said earlier with the Page of Cups and the Six of Wands. I said, I wonder what, you know, they plan on doing. Or it was something I said, but it was like, maybe that's why the Page of Cups is there. Yes, that's exactly why. They want your forgiveness. Okay? They escape from their emotions. They want to apologize for the confusion. The underlying energy, soulmate. See, they thought somebody else was their soulmate, but now they realize that person was faking it. Remember that? The faking and what is that? Fake, living beyond means, and soulmate. Pretending. Somebody was pretending. Okay, that they were you. They may not have been like let's say somebody's name is Sarah, the other person's name is Jessica. They're not like pretending that their name is Sarah or nothing like that. But what I mean by that is they're pretending that they're really into this person the way that Sarah is. You get what I'm saying? Like, so this person thinking that they're going to get from Jessica what they would have gotten from Sarah, but Jessica just been pretending the whole time because she know what he got. You know what I mean? And she can take advantage of those things or something like that. That's all. So that's why they're embarrassed. Because you would have never done them like that. You know, somebody that really loves you and care about you is not in it for your money. You know, it's totally different than somebody that's going to blow all your money and leave you when you don't have none. Okay. We have healing. Yeah, self-care, time out, be gentle with yourself and your twin. Travel. Again, they plan on coming towards you. I feel like for something, and then we have marriage on top of the day. So we have travel as the underlining in the deck, and we have marriage at the top of the deck. I feel like this is going to end up being a person that you marry in the event that, you know, you're open to that. That's something you want. It will definitely be the person that you marry. All right, let me get this picture as well. All right, let me see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? We have inner child. Okay, now I saw inner child earlier. So, yeah, there's something here for sure about inner child. Your inner child holds the key to your deepest wounds and your purest joy. Embrace this part of yourself and nurture it with love in a safe space. This will bring deep healing and spiritual expansion. That could be something that your twin is working on, or you are healing the inner child, because I saw it. Okay, I saw it earlier with this last deck, the one right before this one. All right, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Excuse me, so ladylike. Unity. 222. You are stepping into a season of unity where relationships are flourishing and mutual understanding is taking root. Expect reconciliation, shared purpose, and meaningful collaboration. Okay. What comes to mind is that big goals card that we were talking about. Big goals. Okay. We have blessed. It says, you are surrounded by divine favor, blessed in ways seen and unseen. Know that you are cherished and supported by a higher power, and step forward with unwavering faith. Okay. Step forward with unwavering faith. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So we have stillness. The noise of the world cannot reveal what silence already knows. Turn inward and listen through your heart, where divine guidance flows without interference. Okay. And divine justice. What was taken will be returned, and what was done in harm will be answered. Stand in integrity and let divine justice unfold. The universe sees all and balances all. That's right. So I always tell you guys, be mindful of how you're moving. Be mindful of what you're doing when you think nobody's looking, because God is always looking. That's first and foremost. All right. So be mindful of how you treat others. Be mindful of the energy you put out there. Be mindful. Okay. And people don't. They do whatever. You could tell, what type of mindset they have and all that. All you can do is wish them well. But somebody start praying on your downfall and sending you hate and all that, child, you send that energy right back where it came from. All right. Intuition. Divine guidance flows through you with increasing clarity. But like any sacred instrument, your intuition sharpens with practice and attention. Listen closely, for the veil is thinner than you imagine. Okay. And then we have negativity at the top, you see? Focusing on the negative may be causing you to attract more negativity. Redirect your focus toward what uplifts, for your emotions are powerful forces of creation. Yeah, and I feel like people know that. This is why I tell you guys that energy vamps and real life trolls and goblins and all that. Yeah, knowledge. Here you go. You are being called to explore new ideas and seek knowledge that resonates with your soul's truth. This is a time of intellectual and spiritual awakening. Goblins and trolls in real life, they really exist. All right. And those people, I feel like they know that they try to get a reaction out of you. They try to get an edge out of you. They try to, because the more that you do that, the happier they are. They did something useful with themselves. You know what I mean? That's how they feel. It's crazy, but that's the truth. All right. And if a person doesn't have nothing to lose, they'll try to help you lose stuff. You know what I mean? If a person don't feel blessed, they'll try to block your blessings, that kind of thing. So you have to be mindful of what is going on. Okay, but for us to see offer and marriage here, yeah, I feel like this masculine knows what they want with you. It's just a matter of us healing the situation. I'm going to work on my inner child and pray that you work on yourself, and you work on your, I'm speaking as them, by the way. I'm going to work on my inner child and you work on, your heart, because a person hurt your heart, things like that. And then when the time is right, we will come back together, because I see this person certainly wants to make this offer. All right. But it's like I have to heal things first. Heal from whatever went on before, and heal from this last relationship that they had, where somebody was trying to manipulate and use and take advantage of them. All right. So those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. The information as to where you can book personal readings with me can be found in the description box beneath this video. Please do keep in mind, guys, that if you booked any readings with me, all right, those readings are going to be sent out by the date and time that you schedule your reading for. If anything changes, like let's say if an emergency reading comes up and your reading has to get pushed back, I will always let you know. If anything's going on, I communicate well and things like that, all right? But there is someone that reached out to me about maybe a month ago, all right, from an email, and I replied. It was something that they wanted to talk about. Okay, it's not a reading. All right, so if you know that you emailed me and maybe that's an email you don't typically go in and that's why you chose that email so it could stay more private, check your emails. All right, but other than that, the information that's where you can book personals, purchase any merchandise, get one of my books or anything like that is in the description box beneath this video. Peace and haggries.